Hi everyone, this is Carol McCrave from Mind Body Magic in Dubbo. Changing your mind to change your life. So we're talking about Christmas stress here today. And so I've decided I'm going to do this as a hypnosis session for you to be able to play back at any time you want to. And this recording will be on YouTube later on so that you'll be able to just pop in and open it up and just listen to it when it's bedtime or listen to it in the morning if you're feeling like things are getting a little bit overwhelming for you. So just before you really begin to rest and relax so deeply to the sound of my voice, I want to talk to you a little bit about the stresses that we all face during Christmas time. Now, the chances are that if you're not stressing about how you're going to manage to buy everyone a present with a limited budget, you're going to be worrying about how to keep your family happy and prevent any arguments or any of those other things that can happen in large families. We find that often there are in-laws or children or partners, and they end up having little bits of disagreements, and it can be really difficult to handle at the best of times, and Christmas should actually be the best of times, or at least a stress-free time, or as stress-free as possible if we can do that. Now, if you're the one who's expected to do absolutely everything and make all the arrangements and prepare the festive feasts, then of course there are a couple of practical things that you might need to do just to straight away cut down on that stress. And so firstly, it means you need to get properly organised and really start to plan ahead. And this is easier said than done, I know that. And of course, it's about making some simple little lists so that the jobs start to come through a little bit more easily. That way you just take one thing at a time. So for example, for Christmas Day, just decide exactly what time you're going to be eating and just work backwards from that. Now, most cookbooks are going to give you some ideas on how long something's going to take to cook. So plan ahead of time, and then you'll instantly feel a sense of greater control. And feeling stressed is often about that loss of a sense of control. That's really the main part of it. Christmas is actually meant to be enjoyed, but to really enjoy it later, it just needs to be treated like a project that's happening right now. So creating your to-do list and sort of ticking off each item as it's done is going to give you a sense of satisfaction each time you do it. So much so that you're just going to start to feel so much calmer and so much better. Now, secondly, get some help from others if you can. Get as much help as you possibly can. Give other people jobs to do. Now, Christmas might be for the kids, certainly, or for the elderly relatives, but it doesn't mean that they have to be completely idle over the holiday season. Get other people doing some of those things that just give them a bit of responsibility, and delegate some of the basic tasks. You see, the success of Christmas is not just down to one person. Everybody shares in Christmas, so everybody should move together and work together to make it something so much easier. Now, in our family, for many years, probably 20 years, I was the one that hosted Christmas for most of the family. And then now my brother also does, and we take it in turns. My mother did when we were younger, and that meant that my sister and I, when we were living at home, we had to do all the preparation, or a lot of the preparation, from peeling potatoes and all those kind of things. And I do remember one time saying to Mum, I think we're going to have a cold Christmas this year because we're in Australia and it's hot. And my mother said, well, that's fine, you can if you want to, but I'm not coming. So traditionally we've done a roast every year, but it doesn't have to be that way. And so this year my beautiful sister-in-law is going to be doing Christmas, and I've just said to her, let me know when you decide what we're going to do, and I'll make sure I meet you halfway. I'll do some of that work too, because many hands make light work. And last year I did Christmas, and I think she might have bought the roast vegetables, or she bought something. They bought the prawns, and our beautiful friend Mel came, and she usually brings a potato bake, or she will bring a dessert. So there's always ways that people can chip in if you let them. So it's also a really good idea to keep saying yes to everybody if they ask you what they can do to help. And of course that's just going to also make it a little bit easier for you once you've got your list. If somebody says, "Can I help?" say, "Certainly, I'll find something for you to do." Now, sometimes you do need to say no, but it's about really just thinking about what you want for the long term. And your yes really is only if you need somebody to do that, then you're going to say yes. So we also need boundaries in place, of course. But it's time to take a break for a moment now, even if it's only for 10 minutes, and take some time out just to listen to this session so that you can just relax really deeply. And this really is important, to take some time to recharge your energy levels. Now, another important point here: don't set yourself any unrealistic targets and deadlines that no one else could possibly achieve anyway, because this is just going to make you feel really irritable. It's going to add pressure to you tenfold, and then it's going to make you feel like you failed somewhere. And you don't need that. There's enough people out there trying to have a go at us. Put yourself through Christmas one little thing at a time by pacing yourself. And so by the time Christmas Eve comes along, you're just going to give yourself permission to say, what isn't done, and it's not going to get done. And then believe that those words are really going to help you to relax. They're going to tell you that it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody is. Now, if other people argue between themselves or act difficult, don't take it personally. Remember, you've done your bit. And if they can't behave decently, that's down to them. It's not a reflection on you. And most importantly, drinking a lot of alcohol might seem like a way of coping with a stressful Christmas. But too much drunkenness and nasty hangovers always ends up creating more stress in the long run. So again, pace yourself. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water as you go through the day to stay hydrated, especially now that we live in this sunny, hot country of Australia. And it means that we don't necessarily find that we want to stay warm and cozy. We want to really make sure we're hydrating as well, just for the fact that it's summer, let alone how much alcohol we might drink. So take a few moments now and find somewhere you're not going to be disturbed for just a little while. That's it. Now just let your body settle down. Whether you're sitting in a chair or lying down, same place, really relaxed. And a great way to just begin to relax really deeply is just to take a big breath in and close your eyes down, if you haven't already, that is. And with your eyes closed right now, you can now just send your awareness gently around that body. And you could really start to notice which parts of you really begin to feel so much more comfortable first. Now, whether that's your hands just resting there, that could just really begin to notice that relaxation spreading as I just talk. Or whether that's the back of your shoulders that's just starting to feel so much more comfortable, so much more restful. And that's it. And you could now direct your attention into the relaxation and comfort just drifting right through your arms, and almost allowing those fingers and those hands to feel so much more relaxed, second by second. That's it. And sometimes when you just relax so deeply to my voice, it's actually your hands that start to really feel so much more relaxed. And sometimes it's your toes and your feet that start to feel so heavy. And for other people, it might be that they feel so light. With deep rest and comfort, that's it. And you know, the beautiful thing is that you don't even need to try to relax deeply, because it's something that can just happen all by itself. Just like when you don't really have to think about dreaming at night time, or breathing deeply when you relax into that sleep, or even digesting your food, because all of these things are taken care of unconsciously. And so you can just find that as you really start to just relax down and relax all over to the sound of my voice, it can just happen naturally, bit by bit, all by itself. And the wonderful thing is that you really don't have to put any attention on my words. Because even when your conscious mind starts to drift away, when it's really busy with all kinds of other thoughts and ideas sometimes, another part of you can just be listening at a very deep level. Just as when you really begin to sleep deeply, there's still this little part of you that's aware, maybe of the raindrops on the window, even as you dream of other places. And I really don't know whether you'll relax deeper to the sound of each word or the spaces between these words. But sometimes when you just relax and feel your body melting into whatever's supporting it, and your mind just starts to drift in comfort, well, sometimes these little images like daydreams of other times can start to come to mind. Sometimes quite spontaneously, of times when you've got that sense that you just feel so good. A time maybe when you're on a holiday, or just some time where you could just feel so much more relaxed now. That's it. And sometimes when your mind just goes back and back and back to such a relaxed time, your body just feels just like it did right back then. And so you could even just get a sense of the colours and the sounds and the spaces around you in that time as you just relax deeply now. Or in some place where you can just be and rest, maybe by the ocean somewhere, with this beautiful open blueness that's all around you, and maybe the taste of the salt on your lips as you just rest there. Or maybe outside, some other place, with a warm sunny breeze on your face just lulling you into that deeper level of comfort, maybe perhaps even hearing birds singing in the background. Or maybe just some other place, some other time where you just feel so completely rested. Some place that could just come to mind now or in a moment. And so in a moment or so, I want you just to imagine what it would be like for you to really begin to relax even twice as deeply now. A whole 100% more relaxed. That's right now. That's it. So just really beginning to notice that right now. Excellent. Now every cell and every particle of you is just so deeply relaxed and comfortable right now. Because you see, you can breathe utter comfort and calmness into your arms right now, and into those legs right now, into your toes, your fingers, even more so as the muscles on your face start to relax also. That's it. Now, right now, within this deeper level of comfort and calmness, I just want you to really notice the full extent of this calm comfort just washing through you from the top of your head down to the tips of those toes, right through and all around you. And, sometimes in life you just know that it's time to relax right now. And you know that whatever you need to do will always be there later on. And whatever you need to do, you can just tell yourself it's time to relax now. Whenever you need to relax, it's time to relax. And whenever you hear yourself say those words inwardly or outwardly, it's time to relax. Well, anytime you hear those words in your mind, you can start to feel the old stress just drain right out of your body, draining right out of you completely. That's it. Now, right now, with that comfort drifting all about you, you could just bring together the thumb and forefinger of your right hand and form a ring of confidence. That's what I call it anyway. The thumb and forefinger of your right hand. That's right. Thumb and forefinger. And at the same time, just hear the words in your mind saying, it's time to relax. Good. And you'll be able to do this anytime, in any place. And just bring that thumb and forefinger together and hear those words in your own mind. It's time to relax. And feel that powerful calm and comfort spreading all the way through you. That's it. And whenever you need to, just getting a sense of it's time to relax. And you just feel that comfort spreading deeply all around you and through you. And whenever you know that it's time, and whether you know it or not now, you know that when you relax so deeply, you start to do even more than just feel better, because you seem to look different as well. Your face becomes smoother. The breathing becomes more even and relaxed, and you actually look younger. Your skin tone becomes better. And of course, you know what a blank TV screen looks like, don't you? And you could almost picture that right now, because in a moment you can just watch yourself on that screen in a sort of movie of you, just looking so composed and serene and relaxed. And many people like to watch a lot of TV at Christmas time, and that may be one part of it. But right now, you could watch some TV of yourself in a typical Christmas time that previously maybe would have got you a little stressed out. But now you can just see yourself there bringing that thumb and finger together and inwardly hearing those words, it's time to relax. And just see yourself there calming right down and just dealing with the situations differently. So really watching yourself now with every bit of your concentration and focus within you, because you can just learn so much from that you in that movie, looking so calm and so relaxed, no matter what's happening. That's it. And now you can just watch yourself just like watching a fast-forward video of yourself remaining calm, doing what needs to be done, regularly relaxing and enjoying Christmas so much more. Just observing yourself from this point right up to the very end of a really successful and relaxed Christmas day. And relax fast forward right now. And you can notice particularly those times where before you might have responded with a bit of stress, but now responding with calm and really enjoying watching this whole upcoming Christmas as you just relax deeper. That's it. Now just imagine floating right into that TV screen and becoming one with yourself right there, so that you can experience flowing super fast through your whole Christmas, feeling so much more relaxed. That's it. That's so good. And now remember that the more you relax to this session, the more benefits you're actually going to notice. And so for now, you can just begin to drift right back to the here and now, but feeling so much more refreshed and so comfortable, so alert and revitalized. And starting to notice your surroundings now. And of course, if you're listening to this recording at bedtime, you could just take another big breath in and just close those eyes down and relax now. Namaste. So I hope you've enjoyed our session here today. This is Carol McRae from Mind Body Magic in Dubbo, helping you to change your mind and change your life. Namaste, my friends.